we have got called for a train that has hit a truck that is full of all kinds of stuff. And we're actually called by the railway. They don't care about towing the truck away, dealing with any of that part of it. What they need me to do is get the truck off the train and clear the tracks so they can get the train out of there, and then everything else they said can be dealt with later. Right now they've just got a whole train and train crew stuck here until we get that thing clear of the tracks, check them out, make sure they're good, and then they get the train out. So it's late in the evening, it's getting dark quick, so we're gonna get here, see what it takes to get this thing out of there and deal with the rest later, I bet. Okay, you probably can't see me because it's gotten a lot darker and we're still not there. So let me explain what's going on. This person was driving their truck along the tracks where they're not even supposed to be and there are no roads, and managed to get hit by the train. So our big problem is, how do we get to them when they're not near any crossings, any roads, anything like that? So we're working with kind of the city, the railway guys, and the police, and trying to figure out how we can get close enough to get in there to get this truck pulled off the train. So yeah, a lot of trying to figure and scouting and try this way and that way. We keep running into roadblocks and dead ends and no roads. So we'll figure it out eventually. We're on a new lead right now, so we're heading for that. Okay, that car up there is one of the police officers who found a gate that they were able to open up, because it's a city-owned gate that leads us closer to it. So we're going in this way now. We got lost. So now we're trying to find the train, because now we can't find the train. So I suggested blowing the horn and the train, and then we know where it is. So they're calling them to see if they can give a blast of the train horn so we can figure out if we're heading the right direction or not, but I don't think we are, because it sounded like air brakes over there, which would be the train, I think. There it is. Okay, now how do we get there? Okay. Now we're all trying to turn around, not hit that tree. I'm sinking. There we go. Pour low. We gotta go the other way. Call, like, okay, what crossing are you at? Well, we're not at a crossing. Then how did you hit a car? I don't know. Oh, I got the train backed off a bit.
Yeah, the train backed up. It's separated. We just need to
lift it off the track.
Yeah.
Without ripping a rail out.
Correct.
Okay.
Front end is hooked over the top of the rail.
Okay, so I'll go look. I think I'll get backed in there close so I can lift it and up and over it.
Okay.
Oh, geez. It's only hooked on this side, so yeah, I can back in right here and then just boom up short so I can kind of plop it over that, and then we can drag it down there so that that thing can get out of the way.
That thing.
Yeah. This minor inconvenience is sitting right here.
Yeah.
So that's just hooked right there. Okay. That frame will come up off of that when I do that. Okay. I'll get back in there.
Okay.
All right.
It's not on there. There's a real ice hole in the back of his.
I don't think we're too worried about damaging anything we hooked to.
Probably not. Not at this point.
No. That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna hook that. I don't want to pull up on that. I can back up and lift it first.
Yeah, probably be best.
Let me just get really close to it.
Okay.
So I don't want to tweak that.
Yeah, we don't want to roll around.
No. All right, I'll back up a little bit. Okay. Try to go up. Now we can I'll move back forward now. Little bites. Oh, they're like torching a train apart right now. Okay. If we need to, I can move over and grab the other front corner from close and kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna hook. I mean, we can.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's gonna hook. We're gonna have to lift it over that.
Okay, I can. Actually, from here, I might be able to go over and grab that tow hook.
Okay.
Let me see if that'll do it. Hey, you know there's some dudes over here torching your train apart, right? just making sure you're aware.
The guy on the torch is actually a huge fan of yours, I guess. He wants to do his job.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier. I can actually bring that out more. I'm just booming out more.
Swing towards you.
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, let me just, this is the only thing I don't want it to hit.
Grab both tow hooks?
Yep. Well, now I'm just going to grab this rim again and I'll lift this up and
Okay.
shift it.
There is a tow hook on the front bumper though.
Oh, that might work. Okay. Okay, I'll set it down and move forward and just drag it away.
Okay.
Can I go straight? I can. Now, since we're pulling instead of lifting, I'll throw my wheel chocks back here. Since my spade is at home, and it's at home because I didn't know it wasn't on the back of the truck.
Brewster told me the city showed up and opened that gate for us.
Oh, so we can go right back out the easy way?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now, I'm half concerned that when I pull on the front half, the back half stays where it is. So we'll see. The frame is still connected. You got a little bit of everything in there. Just hold that down. I'm going to try to pull across. Once I'm on it, it should be fine. I was gonna grab those, pull them up here.
Okay. Yeah,
Awesome, thank you.
no problem.
Okay. I guarantee you that truck outweighs mine. We'll have to cut that fence before we drag you farther. We're just gonna wind all that wire up in it. What are we doing with this?
Well, the owner was here.
So what's your plans from here?
I mean, it's pretty much trash.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
The motor might be good, but
Yeah? So,
the tacoed that fucker.
yes.
You're the tow truck driver?
Yes.
I need to find my wallet and my insurance papers.
It looked like the glove box open and your insurance is sitting there. So let me idle this truck down, and then it's off attention, so you can do what you need to do to try to find anything in there. Okay, these are slack, so this is just sitting on its own now. You can get into it if you need.
This train's gonna start moving.
Okay.
Everybody be aware. Stay on this side of the track.
25. And by the time they're out to Country Club, they're back up to 50.
Oh, okay. Sounds like power. Trains are so cool. Okay. Now they're gonna go walk the track and inspect that. That wedged it into the rocks is what it did. Try to do that again.
Right.
So it's daylight again because it's a few days later, and it's a few days later because we got really busy. So now it's a few days later. But that was definitely quite the interesting and out of the box job. Big thanks to Ben PD for coming out and helping get some gates open and kind of lead us through that area back there in the desert to get to where we could start wheeling our way out towards that train. Train hitting a vehicle miles away from any crossing in the middle of the desert. Definitely not something that happens every day, but we were able to end up getting there, like I said, with the help of Ben PD and then the railway guys helping also kind of pick our way through there, and then the train crew blowing the horn to help us lead through the desert. Some of the other railway crew tried accessing from the other side of the tracks. That's why you saw vehicles on the other side. And they did basically the same thing we did. They tried getting through some access area of the desert there and just picking their way through the scrub brush and trees and junipers until they got there. Luckily, we didn't go through that side with this truck because there was a ditch on the other side where I wouldn't have got this truck up onto the tracks to lift that thing off there like I did. So we did, just purely by luck, pick the right direction to come in from. The other guys came the other way. It all worked out. The railway crew was awesome. Those guys, the train did take some damage. And they started working on that right away, and by the time I had the truck clear the tracks, they had that train, the bent parts that were going to cause a problem cut off, the parts that needed to be patched up, and that train was ready to roll. So then checked the train out real quick, made sure the tracks all in the immediate area were good, rolled the train through. Everybody stood there with a line of people on each side of lots of flashlights doing a full inspection of the train as it rolled by slow so they could watch everything. Once the tail end passed and all was clear, the train sped up and continued on its way. Then we all walked up and down the track from the collision site to where it stopped, inspected all the tracks. Well, they did. I didn't know what the hell I was looking at, but they did. Tracks were totally fine, no track damage. And then another train that was waiting way back down the tracks was able to come through again as well. I pulled back and then went back and continued to pull the truck well clear of the tracks and up the hill a ways. That thing was freaking heavy, I can tell you that. That truck was loaded down, super heavy. Got it all well clear, and then consolidated towing went back out the next day with some heavy equipment and off-road forklifts and stuff like that to get that thing up and out of there and back through the desert where they could get on a rollback and haul it away. To clarify some things that were in the news, because this is now a few days later, so obviously I've seen the news story of it. There were some news reports that the driver fled and ran off in the desert and they were looking for him and all this stuff, and none of that happened. The driver definitely somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. Don't try to use train tracks through the desert as a back road to drive around on. It doesn't work out well. But he stayed there, took responsibility, took the ticket, all of his information to the railway, to the police, everything. He didn't run, didn't try to flee. Like I said, stayed there, took the ticket, took all responsibility for it. So that was a good decision after having made a bad decision. So there were the news reports of him running and everybody looking for that. That never happened. He was there the whole time. So that's it for this one. Big thanks to the railway guys for kicking ass and doing their part of it so quick. And thanks to Ben PD for helping out with that. And then the city public work guys coming out and open up in a different gate to get us a much shorter way back out of there when we were done. So everybody came together, made it happen super quick. Train's back on the way. All ended up good. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.